We are breaking 7 days a week on the Real Sports Cards app, available on the Google Play and Apple App Store. We've been breaking since 2016 and offer a variety of breaks, including pick your teams and pick your players, random teams and drafted teams, mixers, and more. We built this app with the collector in mind, with features like scheduled drop times, custom notification settings, and earned rewards on purchases, among other things. And we want to be a one-stop shop for collectors, which is why we've added services like PSA grading and eBay consignment straight from breaks. We are a PSA authorized dealer and offer grading services from value to walkthrough. All you need to do is fill out the form on our site within 24 hours of a break completing, and we will take care of the rest. All submissions from breaks include a review and a wipe down of your card, and you won't be charged for anything until we get your card back from PSA. eBay consignment is a similar process, where you will need to fill out a form on our site within 24 hours of a break completing for any cards that you'd like to submit. All cards will be listed next business day for a 5-day auction starting at 99 cents. And again, we will handle everything from there. And after the sale, you'll have the option to be paid out via check, PayPal goods, or break credit. The links for these services can now be found as buttons in the description of every break. If you're not already, make sure that you're following us over on Instagram and TikTok. In addition to posting some of our favorite break hits, we post a ton of player content, informational videos about upcoming hobby products, and other fun stuff that you'll be missing out on by not following us there. Our handle is @RealBreaksLive on both platforms, so give us a follow so you can stay connected with us in between breaks. And if you ever have an idea for content you'd like to see, or a question that you'd like us to ask a player, just shoot us a message and we may be able to incorporate that into a future video.
Howdy everybody, Jay Kress here, Real Sports Cards. Time for Top Series 1. This is number 71, Jumbo Full Case PYT. I got 2 cases of Jumbo sitting in front of us. I'm going to left or right. Which would you like? While you guys are thinking about left or right, just catching up to the leg, I got hockey coming up next. That's already full. I got drafted teams ready to roll. I've got 6 left in Pristine. That'll be after that. Titus has 16 left in his hockey. Series 2 has been fun today. Right, says Jose. So put that guy down, and we're going to go right. I also have 16 left in Bowman. I just put those on sale. Just a little bit on sale. We still got quite a bit of time before that one breaks, but couple bucks off each of the teams there if anybody's interested in grabbing their teams. Beat the Rush. The Rush is coming up. What do we got? Oh, just about 4 o'clock. Between 2 and 4:30 stuff is normally a little slow, and then we start ramping up. Actually, we start ramping up right around 4:15 and start going up typically. So this is actually really appreciate you guys jumping in on this. Getting this full before that speed up comes. You guys did good. Sometimes you sit here and sit here and sit here, and then everything fills at once at like 4:45. I don't know if you've ever noticed that before, but it's kind of funny just because, you know, people are working and stuff and on their way home and everything else, checking it out. We're normally pretty good in the morning. You get to like 2 o'clock, people in their lunch hour, buying some spots, and you get the dead period, and then boom. Everybody's like, hey, we want to see some breaks. Let's get in some breaks. Then I have to figure out how to schedule it all. I was hoping to get this one in before my hockey, and we did. Perfect timing. All right, let's take a look at box number 1, shall we? Neto, Judge, Acuna. Kumar, Chase Burns, Nick Kurtz. I mean, obviously they have. Ooh, hold on, hold that thought. We can get back into that. 75 year of Topps anniversary card, Eddie Murray. These are not fun to try to top load though. This one's 52 of 75. It was Orioles, right? Orioles? Yep, Orioles, Eddie Murray. Sweet. Betting lefty in that one. Switch hitter, Eddie Murray. Orioles. Orioles going to Owald. That's a nice start to the break. Love it. Jacob Wilson. Basayo. So Quebec, it's finances. It's not a big enough market to move the needle for the NHL, unfortunately. They have the arena. It was built a number of years ago. NHL ready. Quebecor? Oh. Is that Ramirez? Who is this? Maximo Costa. Full photo. This box does not want me to talk about the Quebec Nordiques. Just keeps on getting some big hits here. That's awesome. Marlins. Marlins going to Jose. Alvarez. Aaron Judge. I think the Orioles might have been the part of the closeout for Owald. I know Owald, I think, closed out the last two or maybe two of the last four. I don't know exactly how it went. I saw he had some teams in his cart. That's a nice closer mojo there, if that was the case for Owald. No, Quebec, I'm assuming, is much larger than Green Bay. Quebec City, I should say. But Green Bay is a legacy franchise. Like, they would never, if Green Bay didn't have a team, they would never give one to Green Bay. So it's a little different having one and getting a brand new one. They want to go to big markets that add revenue for television and stuff like that. And Quebec's just not going to move the needle on any of that. They're going to draw well. They're going to be fine. But they're not going to help the league. And that's what the league cares about. They'd be fine there. Sends big with the CC Sabathia pinstripe. Jurickson Profar. How about that contract for the Braves? 2026. That's not looking good. Oh, Roman Anthony sand glitter. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but there's basically no way they're going to get a team at any point. 399, Yu Darvish. Quebec was, yes, but then they didn't have the arena and couldn't get the funding, and yeah, so that's when they moved to Colorado. They couldn't survive where they were. Now they could survive if they would have had their team and got this stadium and everything. They would have been fine staying, but they didn't get this arena until 20 years after they left for Colorado. Christian Moore relic for the Angels. TCHB with the Angels. Yeah, the Profar thing is kind of crazy. Two of 399. Padres. Gerbach. I mean, I hope they get a team. I'd love to. I have not been to Quebec City. I would love to go to Quebec City. I think that'd be awesome. I've been to all the NHL arenas in Canada. Roman Anthony. Red Sox Huskies forever. I mean, a full year ban is actually. I don't need to top load that. What 14/12 of 2026 going to the Braves. Braves is Tyler P. And it's the other. I mean, it's crazy too because the NHL is going to go back to Atlanta for the third time. Atlanta has failed twice with NHL franchises, and honestly, the rest of their franchises don't do that great either. It's not a great sports city, but it's big. Yeah. Yep. I mean, there's no logical reason in the world other than money that Atlanta should get a third try before Quebec City gets a second. It's not going to be a lucky third time. It's going to fail again. It's not going to work there. It's not a good sports city. It never has been. Even when the Braves were awesome in the 90s, they couldn't sell out and stuff. Like, there's plenty of times where teams have been good in Atlanta and still can't get good crowds. I mean, the Falcons have to give away concessions just to get people to come. It's a shame. I'm curious of what Houston's going to do. That's an interesting market. We'll see what happens there. Obviously, that's a huge television market. But the Packers get huge ratings. They actually do draw eyes to the television, even though nobody lives in Green Bay. Bradley Rodriguez, Aqua, Dane Myers. The Packers are a marquee team. They draw. Look at the top rated football games for the last 10 years, and you're going to see the Packers in a lot of them. $68 of $99. That being said, like I said, if the Packers had lost their team, if we hadn't done the remodel that we did in the early 2000s, 68 to 99, we would have lost the team, and we would never get one back. TCHB with the Angels. Caglione. They did a public referendum to raise money to redo Lambeau and build the atrium and make it a year-round destination, and that's what saved the team. Oh, this is fun. I haven't seen him in this yet. Kerry Wood. And that's why the Braves got out of downtown and went to the north and built their own thing in the middle of nowhere. Tyler P. with the Cubbies. Caleb Durbin. It's such an ebb and flow in sports franchises. Nick Pavetta. I mean, it's like, oh, everybody wants to be downtown. We got to build our stadiums downtown. We want to be downtown. We want to be downtown. And then everybody got downtown. Augustin Ramirez, Sang Glitter. And then they're like, oh, we all want to be out of town. We all need to be out of town. Like, we need our own land so we can build our own mall next to us and get all that income and everything. So it's hilarious how everything changes from within 10 years. Like, everybody wanted to be downtown 10 years ago. And now nobody wants to build downtown. Burgos, Kafis, Michael Bush. I actually haven't been to Atlanta. I've been to the airport, and that's it. I've never been other than that. That'll go to Trey Turner and the Phillies, Colson Montgomery, Chase Burns. Tovar, Arenado, and Guerrero. To 75. Oh. Roman Anthony to 75 on the 75th anniversary logo fractor. It's hard to see the 75th anniversary. They look really cool in person. It has this logo, the 75th anniversary logo, all behind it is what it's actually showing, but it doesn't really show on camera very much. But this is a very nice parallel for Roman Anthony and the Red Sox. Red Sox going to Huskies forever. Oh man, I got the sand glitter too, though. I'm gonna knock the Eddie Murray out. That may be against my better judgment because I love Eddie Murray, but we're gonna go there. There. To 2026, we got the Royals and Bryce Harper. That was quite the pack right there. Got all sorts of fun stuff. Bryce Harper for the Phillies. Phillies going to Jeff Hahn. I'm going to knock off you, Darvish, with that one. Strider, Skubal, and Sampson. Swami. Samsonite. Yeah, I was way off. 1053 of 2026 for the Royals, going to Huskies forever. Rodriguez is Aqua for the Padres. They're just off my screen. Gerbach's got the Padres. I've been to the Atlanta airport twice, and both times I had extended layovers. Like pretty decent. The one was like 2 to 3 hours, I think. And we ate at Chili's or whatever, and we had like plenty of time to kill. The other time we had time, we went to the food court, and that one was a crazy one. That time because we were flying to Nashville and ended up in Atlanta for like 2 hours. We were flying out of Appleton, very foggy day. Our plane was coming from Chicago. It got halfway to Appleton Airport where I was, which is not that far away from Green Bay. And it had to turn around. It was too foggy for the plane to land. So our plane was literally like 15 minutes away, and they had to cancel it. Because we were supposed to go, I would assume we were going Appleton, Chicago to Nashville, would be my guess. So then they canceled and couldn't get us out for like a good 3 to 4 hours. And then we flew, it must have been Appleton, Chicago, to Atlanta to Nashville. So literally we flew right over Nashville to get to Atlanta to fly back to Nashville. Yeah, it was a very long day of travel that wasn't supposed to be that long of a day of travel. That was for the winter meetings, one of the years. Nashville used to host. Every 3 years, they were in the regular rotation. The Gaylord Opryland Hotel in Nashville is a great place for conferences, and the baseball winter meetings used to be there all the time. I know. We probably could have drove there. So the drive is like 10 hours, I think, or something like that. Well, I suppose from because we were supposed to leave, like 8 o'clock in the morning, and we didn't get there until like 10 at night. So yeah, we might have been able to. Crochet, Carson Seymour. To 399 Giants. Yeah, one of the most awkward. Like we probably could have just looked out the window and saw. Can we just got some parachutes for us? Get us to Nashville a little quicker. Corbin Carroll, Cole Young. So yeah, those are the 2 times. So luckily, I did not have to rush to a terminal. Pink Shoeless Joe Johnson when I was in Atlanta. Because, yeah, that airport is kind of... The one you always get for us here in the Midwest is Detroit. Because when we fly from our local, like Appleton or Green Bay, go straight there. Colby Thomas is the 2026. And autograph. Ooh. We're just talking that I haven't seen him in a while. Cam Schlittler. Yankees going to Sens Big. It's a nice case so far. Enjoying this one. Carlos Cortez. So Detroit, the regional jets are like down below on the two ends, and then you take escalators up, and then it's the main whole thing. All the rest, the bigger planes are there, and there's a tram and everything. But if you're coming from an Appleton or a Green Bay, you're in the smaller plane, so you're down at the very end, and it never fails that your plane is leaving from a small plane at the very opposite end. And right as you land, you'll see the tram drive away. Never fails, and then you're just scrambling. Oh, Schlittler? Was he hurt or what? I didn't realize he was. Is that a milk carton? He's MIA. Jordan Beck, Sandglitter, Sandberg, and Alonso. Victor Scotts, Jordan, Patrick Bailey. Angel Martinez to 150. Guardians. Bad back. Luke Rayleigh. I saw Quinn Priester for the Brewers is behind. I hadn't heard anything. All of a sudden, it's like, oh, he's behind. He may start the season like IL. It's like, where did that come from? And it's March 4th only. It's kind of interesting. I already talked about somebody not being ready for opening day. It's like, whoa. Relic is Brady House for the Nationals. Nationals going to Craig Pettit. I'm gonna keep Harper up there. Jeremiah Jackson, Nolan McLean. Speaking of injuries, Nolan McLean might he's hopeful to pitch for Team USA. What vertigo symptoms, huh? 109 of 150. Angel Martinez for the Guardians, going to Mike Molesky. Colby Thomas is 1845 of 2026. Athletics is going to Big Harv. And Carson Seymour for the Giants. Giants going to Jay Castle. 209 of 399. You know, though, for a young guy like Schlittler, I don't know how many innings he threw last year, but I'm assuming he probably isn't ramped up enough to do a full year in the majors this year of starts. They were having problems with that in Cuba, weren't they, too? Yeah, that's been a thing. Yeah, probably a Yankees fan near where he lives. They're sending and screwing up his inner ear balance. Vertigo is weird. I've had some problems with it in the last couple years. Vertigo is not a disease. Vertigo is a symptom of something else. And it could be like one of 10 things. Oh, Schlittler's going to pitch Friday? Like I said, it'd almost be better. Like if he doesn't have enough innings to go this year, I'd almost slow play it and, you know, save some of those innings in April so he still is fresher at the end of the season like he was last year. Rather than have him start all year and then fade in September because he's tired. I'd almost want him to get a little bit of a late start, some of these young guys. Clay Holmes. And that's what, yeah, I've had it where it was made me throw up and everything. Terrain. I had it a couple weeks ago and it lasted. It was kind of light symptoms, but it lasted like a full week. It was super annoying. I was like nauseous for like a week straight. Barry Zito, one of Tom's favorite guys. Oh, great picture with the flag in the back there. Yeah, that's why I think it would be easier to, if he's having a bad back, I would almost slow play him. You know, give him the first month off, send him to minors for a month, you know, here and there, you know, just getting 4 or 5 inning starts. And then have him for the rest of the season. Big Harv in the A's. Barry Zito. Ooh. That's a tough call. Who's better, Barry Zito or Kerry Wood? Not money-wise. I don't care whose card costs more. I'm more. They don't have stats on the back of these. I don't even know who had the better career. Probably Zito, huh? Zito lasted longer, and he has a Cy Young, right? Kerry Wood doesn't have a Cy Young. To 99, Palencia for the Cubs. Keyshaw, Bryce Matthews. Wood, Cherry Wood. Ooh, how about a little logo variation? Kyle Teal. Nice one. So yeah, Vertigo had the higher ceiling for sure. Yes. Yeah. Yep. There you go, Jose. That's exactly how to put that. Zito's better career. Wood was more dynamic. Wood had the higher highs, but Zito had the better career. Nice one for the White Sox. Zito endured. That's a big, like I said, Tom worked at spring training for the A's, and he loves Barry Zito. He worked during that time with all the big aces and everything were there. White Sox, Jake Castle. Oh man, who am I? I want to kick off for the. I guess the full photo. I like the full photo though. We're gonna get Teal up there. Ben Rice, the 2026. Owen Casey. Yeah, Vertigo. There's like 10 different things that can cause vertigo, and it ranges anywhere from dehydration to brain tumor, and then everything in between. So either you can cure it by a Gatorade, or you're going to die from it. One of the two. Well, or somewhere in between. 82 of 250 on the Trey Turner. It's weird. It's no joke, though. I won't want to try to hit a baseball with it. Aaron Judge on that one. Kirby Puckett and Manny Machado. Or throw a pitch. A little dizzy. Hard to aim. Aim at the middle guy. Austin Riley, the middle catcher. Aim at him. Jacob Wilson for the A's. I don't know what's on that jersey. It almost looks... it looks like a little bug, like a little... those little fly thingies. Or it could be some dirt. I don't know what's on there. I'm not going to scratch it. Who has the A's, they can do what they want with that. Big Harv. I'm not sure what that black chunk is on the jersey. It kind of looks like a little bug, but it may be something innocuous. I don't know. Athletics on that one. Oh, we can put him up with Barry Zito. Anyways, I'm moving Barry Zito ahead of Kerry Wood. We all agree. Midges, there you go. That's Austin Wells. Game-worn Midge jersey. Jeffrey Springs, Machado, and Soto. And that is box 4. '82 of 250 for the Phillies. Jeff Hahn. Unfortunately, if it's a bug, it's more likely from the factory that made the card than it is from the jersey. It's probably are these made in Mexico? I don't know where these are produced. 93 of 99. Palencia for the Cubs. Gerbach. Man, so when I worked in merchandising, we would get a lot of shipments, obviously from China or Vietnam or wherever they're made. And man, sometimes like in the packing tape, you would get some of the weirdest bugs that had like flown in and got stuck in the tape machine or whatever. Oh my God! Some of that's like, what is it? This doesn't even look human, or not human, but it doesn't look like it's anything I've ever seen before. 628 of 2026 on the Ben Rice for the Yankees. Going to Sens big. Yeah. It's probably not a game-used bug. A game-worn bug. Two boxes left. Maybe a little late for hockey, but not too bad. It'll be ready and raring to go when I finish this. Speaking of that, what's left? Got 7 left in Pristine. So Pristine will break after hockey. I got 14 left in Bowman Draft. Not bad at all. I'll put those a little more on sale after I finish this. So gonna wait for a couple extra bucks on the higher teams, or gonna beat the rush. Be advised. Will Benson, Reds. Otto Kemp. Oops. Oh, out of 50. Brooks Lee on the relic auto for the Twins. Man, my cases of Series 1 recently have been like really solid. This is a fun showcase on here. Got an auto to 75 and a 50 now. Twins going to Kent. Very nice. Brooks Lee. Oh, now what am I knocking off? I didn't want to knock off the last one. I got to knock off something here. I think we're going to move Schlittler down. We can't. I top-loaded Ben Rice for no apparent reason to 2026. We're going to put him up. We're going to put that there. I like the Simo. I don't want to knock off those guys. Side we got more room on. There we go. Dylan Smith, Frank Thomas, and Max Muncy. Stevenson, Fuentes, and Chorio. Davis Martin, Dylan Beavers, Jackie Robinson. To 50, Daniel Schneemann, Guardians. Bailey, Shoeless Joe, and Juan Soto. O'Neill Cruz, Aqua. Ryan McMahon, Yankees. Tatis and Jesse Eisenberg. Elias Diaz, Mookie Betts, Chorio. Kyle Backus, Altuve, and Mizorowski. Man, I haven't seen a Mizorowski auto in quite a long time. Lara, Julio and Paul Skeens, and last pack should have a relic in it. Grant Taylor to 250, and patch. Oh, very nice patch, orange patch to 25. Owen Casey for the Cubs. Six of 25, 3 colors. You can tell it's been worn and stuff too because the white stripe is kind of looking pinkish, like it bled into there. Cubs going to Gerbach. I think the Cubs were in closer to the end too. And now having a very nice break. Patch in front, I think now. JT Ginn. Grant Taylor is 121 of 250 for the White Sox. White Sox is Jay Castle. Aqua O'Neal Cruz. Sticking to Schneemann. There you go, Gerbach. That was a nice patch. It's a fun one. And Schneemann is 4 of 50 for the Guardians. Guardians going to Mike Molesky. He's Superman diving there. One box left. Oh, it did cut. Didn't seem like it cut. 6 left in pristine. Absolutely. Last box mojo time. Plus silver packs. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go again. Oh, here we go again. English. Ohtani. Not quite the Ohtani we're looking for. To 399, Matt McLain. Reds. Javi Baez. Skeens and Roman Anthony. Getting a relic on this side. What if that means we're getting 2 relics in this box? Fernando Tatis Jr., City Connect. A little bit. There's one speck of a second color there. Padres. Padres is Gerbach. Not quite the patch of your own Casey. Bayo. Basayo. PCA. Drew Rasmussen, Owen Casey, Karen Marks. City Connect, number 2. Well, we are getting 2 relics. Teoscar Hernandez for the Dodgers. Well, it's a start. Another bug. Dodgers going to Jose. Bregman and Skeens. Rodriguez, Bo Jackson, and Rafaela. Shohei Ohtani, Rainbow, Colby Thomas, and Ichiro. Athletics, Riley Green, and Ohtani. Got a bunch of Ohtani cards at least in this box. We got 3 now. Must be a pink Cody Bellinger. Nope, green to 99. Yankees. Casey Schmidt, Yelich, and Judge. And last pack should have our last autograph in it. Dynamite! Vince Coleman blue for the Cardinals. Pull up the limo. Vince is having a party. 62 of 150. Cardinals going to Eli. I don't know if anybody's old. Is anybody old enough to know? Get the Vince Coleman references. I say them all. That's like I've had a bunch. Oh, there's Mezarowski. Jeter. I always use the Vince Coleman references when I've hit him. I've hit him like 3 or 4 times, and nobody responds. I don't think anybody knows that story. Apparently. Look it up, kids. Vince Coleman arrested. I think he got arrested for it. I'm assuming he did. Way back in the day. 47 of 99. Cody Bellinger for the Yankees. Yankees going to Sens big. I do have the Yankees up there. I'm like, I think I have the Yankees up there. Shohei Rainbow. Uh, 186 to 399. Matt McLean, Reds. Reds going to Jose. Oh, but we're not done yet. Silver packs, was that Sunday? Yeah, Sunday our silver packs. What, we had 2 autos and like 3 or 4 color? Probably the best silver packs we've had that I've seen out of this. Let's see if we can do better even. Judge. Shohei. Carson Williams. Mezarowski, Cole Young, Roman Anthony. Purple Colson Montgomery to 250. I like that. White Sox. Corbin Carroll to 199. Diamondbacks. Schlittler. Stinson Garcia, Owen Casey, Simo. And that is going to be our break. Hello, Huskers Forever. 150 of 199. Diamondbacks. Going to the Salty Spittoon. Well, of course it is. Colson Montgomery is 81 of 250 for the White Sox. Yeah, thanks for buying in. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. White Sox is Jay Castle. He's at 81 of 250. He's going to go with his Kyle Teal. We've got Roman Anthony. Red Sox in the mitt. We'll go there. And Mizorowski. You're welcome, Salty Spittoon. See you in Pristine. I look forward to it. That should be fun. I'm looking forward to Pristine. Hockey next, then Pristine. All right, let's go through some of the stuff we top loaded. Mizorowski Sand Glitter, Otani Rainbow, Cruz Aqua, full art of, who is this? Acosta for the Marlins. Shoeless Joe Jackson Pink, he can go on the White Sox stand. And Rodriguez for the Padres in Aqua. Our 2026s, Thomas for the A's, Royals Muscle, and Jerkson Profar for the Braves. To $3.99, McLean Reds, Seymour Giants, and Yu Darvish. Whoever had the Giants wants the Seymour Giants. To 150 or to 250, sorry. Trey Turner for the Phillies to 199. Carroll for the Diamondbacks to 150. Martinez for the Guardians and to 50. Schneemann for the Guardians. Relics not on the stands. Teoscar Hernandez, Dodgers. Tatis, Padres. Harper, Phillies. House, Nationals. On the stands, we got Vince Coleman late to 150. Cardinals. Cardinals going to Eli. Eli 314 STL. We'll do the A's next. Jacob Wilson relic. Possibly bug 1 of 1. Not sure. Not sure what's in there. And then Barry Zito autograph. Athletics going to Big Harv. We've got the White Sox over here. They had a fun break. The Shoeless Joe Pink you saw already. To 250, Colson Montgomery, Grant Taylor 250, and Kyle Teal logo variation. White Sox going to Jay Castle. Now it gets interesting already. I'm going to go Angels next, I guess. Silver Pack, Christian Moore relic, and Christian Moore to 99. 68 of 99. On the SEMO, Angels going to TCHB 2025. Cubs got, go Yankees next. Bellinger to 99. Ben Rice to 2026. Sabathia, relic, and Cam Schlittler auto. Yankees going to Sens Big. Cubs, Palencia to 99. Kerry Wood autograph, and to 25, Owen Casey relic. Cool patch there for the Cubs going to Gerbach. I guess we'll go Orioles next. Out of 75, Eddie Murray. Going to Owald. Brooks Lees out of 50 for the Twins. Twins is Kent. And in our mitts, we've got Roman Anthony. We've got Sand Glitter Roman Anthony. Nice parallel, but even better. This one is 10 out of 75. What's his number? Oh, 19. I knew it was 1 something. I can't remember. It would be nice if that was jersey number. But 75th anniversary parallel rookie of Roman Anthony. That's a sweet card. Red Sox is Huskies forever. That is it for me on this one. I'm going to be back in just a couple minutes for our hockey. We'll see some of then. Other than that, I've got Pristine is down to 3. Bowman Draft down to 14. And I've got a football mixer as well. They've got Hockey Series 2, another full case, with 13 teams left. My name is Jay. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for filling that up. Really appreciate it. We'll see you in a couple minutes for hockey.